Happy New Comic Book Day, people. I gotta say, it feels kind of funny to say that. And honestly, I had no idea when I'd be saying that again. I figured it was gonna be several more months before we ever saw new comics. But Diamond is pushing out books. There are new books on the shelf today, people. This is not a joke. This is not a prank. This is real. We have new comics out. So, with that, I wanted to drop this video because I wanted to talk about a few things. What this means, some DC news, some other comic news, and I might even squeeze a couple recommendations in since people might be going back to the shop. So, first up, what does this mean? Well, for a lot of people, unfortunately, it doesn't mean anything. It won't mean a lot because there are still some places that aren't open yet. So I imagine some states have not gone out of lockdown yet, and by extension, tons of shops will not be opening their doors yet. So who is getting these books? So that's one of the main questions I want to pose to all of you. Let me know what your area is looking like, maybe your city, county, state, whatever, or country, whatever. Just let me know what it's like as far as lockdown and the status of your local comic shops, because as I said, this has just been just over 2 months here, and I imagine there's still tons of shops that are not open. Some are slowly opening around the country, and that's cool. But I want to stress this: people, still be safe. This is not. People are opening the doors up, opening business up. Like, don't let this fool you. Like, this is still serious. So take precautions, wear your mask, gloves, and just be careful, be safe, maintain like social distancing standards, all that, like boundaries, all that stuff. Like, don't let the hype of comics and businesses open back up, like, put you and your family in a bad position. So with that said, we have new comics. So it's not a overly big, as you would typically have seen, release week, but that's okay. We still got quite a few books out. And you got DC, Image, Dark Horse, Boom, IDW, and a few other, did I say Dynamite? I don't know. But a few other indie publishers in there as well. Dropping a few books out, so go hit up Diamond's website, go check it out if you're at your shop, wherever. Again, be safe, but go check out what's available. Marvel, on the other hand, will not be shipping out any new books until next week, the 27th, and I believe they have 5 titles out. I think one of them is maybe Spider-Man, maybe Avengers, and a couple others. I just looked at it briefly just to get the date, but I knew it was going to be roughly close. So Marvel, next week. And with Diamond shipping out books, mycomicshop.com has already, even though they had recently opened up like operations, a few weeks ago. So they were back taking orders again because for a while they stopped completely. So you couldn't even, you could add stuff to your cart, but you wouldn't be able to submit orders. So that's already back up, but now they're actually shipping. And I was able to check because I have I already have an existing pre-order, batch set of comics order, waiting to be shipped, as well as some other back issues that I added on. So those will actually be shipping June 1st. So I just checked that. It's funny because with with every new comic book day, they add in those days releases to that list. So right now it's only Justice League number 44, which is out today, and then 4 other pre-orders. So if there were no other comics coming out, let's say it was going to ship next week, it would just be that one new issue and then 4 back issue orders. So that would be kind of funny. It will be the smallest. That's 2 weeks away now, I think. So it'll be the smallest pre-order shipment from mycomicshop.com that I've ever had. So that's just kind of funny. And also what I wanted to bring on mycomicshop.com is since I had the pre-order, I had one pre-order order ready to go, but then we had the shutdown, so that one's kind of set, and then no comics were shipping. But I also was in the process of doing another one when I talked about that right before the shutdown, and I was thinking, you know what, I'm not going to place this order because I just have money tied up for absolutely no reason. And that I was kind of checking and I realized it's still there. So it's still there at part of the late discount. So it's not the full 35% discount. It's I think it's 10%. And so that every book I think is still there. I don't remember what the hell it was. I didn't bother keeping track. I just figured the order would disappear. But lo and behold, they actually kept my cart there. So my shopping cart is there. And the dilemma I'm facing is it ends today. So I'm thinking, do I want to still place this order? I don't know. Are we still? I don't think we're out of this yet. So, but if people are starting to ship, maybe I can just go ahead and we get right back in swinging this, and I won't miss anything. So I don't know. I'm still kind of facing that dilemma. Maybe I'll just take some stuff out. I don't know. But speaking of mycomicshop.com orders, another segue. I got the notification that Bang #3 from Dark Horse was canceled. And I talked about this before with Render as well as Wildcats. Neither of those books ever came out, but I had them pre-ordered. So what mycomicshop.com does, they'll send you email saying the publisher has canceled this, and then you get credited for the amount. So for this issue, with the discount, it was $2.59. So I had that credit to my account. So what the hell's going on with Bang? Hopefully, and I also put in a disclaimer, the publisher has said that they will resolicit it, whatever down the line, and I do think they will. It's just kind of coming out of the shutdown, like, hey, it's not going to come when it was originally solicited, which was for whatever the hell date, I don't know. But I will say for Bang, I just recently read the first 2 issues, and I dig it. And so it's kind of great. I don't want to go too far into it, but it deals with this fiction writer and his characters that he's written stories for, but then also has those characters and their stories within that like real world. So he actually interacting with his characters, and there's this like the spy character, kind of like their James Bond type character. It's almost like a legacy character. Like the one guy dies, but then there's another person who takes up that mantle, and he interacts with another of the writer's characters. And he tells them, like the character just did some operation, and like the spy tells him exactly what. He's like, how do you know that? Because I read this book this book was written 2 years ago, something like that. So it's actually like it's hella cool, like kind of meta. And I was thinking, you know what, this would be pretty cool. I want to see like just this spy stuff, like actually like I want to read a story like that in itself, like without the fictionalized element of it within the story, like whatever. But it's a pretty good book. So Bang #1 and #2. So now I just read those, and then I find out, #3 is getting canceled. Hopefully it just means postponed. So I'll be on the lookout for that. If you were interested, just keep an eye out for that. We'll see what happens. And speaking of other books that are canceled, ending, Supergirl and Terrifics. So I already knew Supergirl was going to end with issue 42, and I might have just unboxed the order that had issue 40 in it. But then what I found out was recently that Supergirl, the last 2 issues, 41 and 42, DC is going to publish digitally only. So like I won't get a hard copy of those until the collected edition drop. So I was reading and I was like, this is what's going to happen. Like this is what we're going to do. Like the last 2 issues, I'm going to have to go to buy them digitally or wait for the trade, which is going to be madness because I'm going to get the trade for 2 issues when I have all the other issues that'll be in the trade. This is stupid. And if you can't print 2 issues, just print them. Like you're going to do it anyway. You already have to solicit it. Just do the last 2 issues. And then Terrifics, the last 3 issues of that are going to be digital exclusives as well. So if you're reading Terrifics or Supergirl, those last few issues, you're going to have to get online. But if you're getting them digitally anyway, there you go. But if you're a print guy, as I am, clearly you know that, you're going to have to figure out, you're going to have to face the dilemma of, because you can't get the single issues now, so you're going to have to either buy them digitally or wait for the trades. So I'm kind of stuck in there, and I'm like, do I get the trade? I don't know. Who knows? So yeah, Supergirl and the Terrifics. I already knew they were ending. Well, I didn't know Terrifics were ending, but I knew Supergirl was coming to an end. And then I'm hearing that Terrifics is going to wrap as well. So Supergirl, Terrifics, digital only to finish off those series. Lastly, I figured I would drop a couple recommendations on you because I'm sure some people are excited to go back to the shop. Maybe want to check out some of the books. You're probably picking up your pulls, so you're looking at spending a bunch of stuff and picking up a bunch of books anyway. But I figure I will drop a couple other recommendations for you as well. Maybe just grab some other stuff. Your pool could be light, who knows, whatever. You just might be excited to go back to the shop. So, a couple of books to consider. First, Bang, as I just said, those first 2 issues. You have to wait for the third, obviously. So just go in knowing that you can pick up 2 issues of this fantastic new book and have to wait for the next issue for who knows how long. Another one, Forever Maps, the graphic novel. I just read that one, or I read that recently. Top, definitely recommend that. Scout Comics, pick that up. And Dr. Doom, I just read the first 2 issues of this one, and I think I have 6. So I grabbed 6 in the sale, the fill it back sale, and I might have had 3, so I have to pick the rest of them out. But the first issues are they're such a good read. Christopher Canwell wrote it, Salvador LaRocca drew it, and it's so good. So Doom, I'll give you a quick rundown of it. So Doom's at his, living it up, being all doom and gloom, and there's this other, this kind of space station thing. I forgot what the hell the purpose was. But he's talking about how the space station is it's gonna fail. This idea they have, which is supposed to help reduce the temperature, the rising temperatures of the Earth, global warming, is supposed to help cool the temperatures. And he's like, it's gonna go bad. It's not gonna work. So what happens? Is this other faction, this other Latvian faction, or supposedly Latvian faction, sends up missiles and just completely just destroys this whole satellite, and close to, I don't even know how many, close to 3,000 people die. So, and Doom, they're flying, they hoist up the Latvian flag. So Doom is already prepared, he knows he's gonna get blamed for this, and he's telling people, hey, look, we're gonna surrender. And I'm going to completely spoiling the shit out of this. I'm so sorry, but it's a good read anyway. You're gonna read it anyway. And he's like, we're gonna surrender, and they're gonna come get me. They're gonna come arrest me in however long. So, and also there's all these different cameos, and they just kind of crack me up because every turn a few pages and a whole new character pops up. Kang just pops in because he's zooming around different timelines, and he's like, Doom, he says, Doom, what time is it? What timeline? Trying to figure out what timeline he's in. And at one point, he Doom cracks open a bottle of wine, and Kang has this theory about, actually I'll keep that one. So if you read it, just go check that out. But so there's Kang in there. Doom and Kang are drinking glasses of wine together. When Doom gets arrested, Silver Sable's there. Some ninja character that's part of the Wild Pack who I've never heard of is there. Doctor Strange is there to keep Doom's mystic abilities in check. I think Maria Hill, somebody from S.H.I.E.L.D. is there, but maybe I'm thinking other, but I don't remember. But there's a few other characters there, and there's a few other cameos I was just so not expecting to just pop up in this book, and it all flows good. There's all these cool shots of Doom. But yeah, so Dr. Doom 1 and 2. Also, Invisible Woman. That's a good book. 5-issue miniseries last year, and you saw that in my haul videos. Definitely go pick this up. If you like Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, go pick this 5-issue miniseries up. It delves into, just kind of expands her backstory a little bit, how she worked with S.H.I.E.L.D. in the past, and her connections to S.H.I.E.L.D. and maybe the NSA or CIA, I forgot. But it goes into that, and then it has her on a modern day mission. She runs with the Black Widow and deals with her old partner from S.H.I.E.L.D. and Maria Hill's in there, and it's such a good book. It's a gorgeous looking book of dope story, and I like Sue Storm. Her and Johnny are my favorite 2 members of the of the Fantastic Four. But if you just like Sue Storm, go pick up Invisible Woman 1 through 5. There's some cool covers by Adam Hughes as well. So yeah, there's just a couple more reading recommendations and kind of recaps some recent reads, Invisible Woman and Dr. Doom. So go check those out. Strong recommendations. So yeah, that is that. I just want to do some new comic. I guess you call it New Comic Day Blast because I dropped a whole bunch of stuff on you, cancellations, and just some news, just in case you might have missed some updates around the comic book world. But yeah, new comics are out. So let me know what you think. Also, what do you think about this right now? Are you going out to your shop this week? I mean, there were, I guess you could say a decent amount of books, whatever, but not that much. So what are you picking up this week? And just what do you think about shops opening back up and comics just being shipped again? And how do you think this will look? Also, I want to talk about, I meant to mention there is some Tampa convention Tampa officials gave the okay for this convention to go on in July. And I'm thinking this is not going to be a good idea. First of all, it's Florida. And Florida is always doing some Florida shit. Florida's going to Florida. But I'm thinking there's already, when you deal with conventions, there's Concred. If you've never been to a convention before, I'm sure you've heard about it. Social media. It's just the sickness that kind of goes around people from after leaving conventions. Those first couple of days can be rough because you're just feeling this unnecessary sickness, whatever. But it's just kind of germs. It usually goes away. I felt it before. So then you got Concred on top of COVID, and I tweeted Common crud plus COVID equals a T virus. You're all gonna die. Like, this is not a good idea. And I forgot what else I said after that. But it's just not a good idea. I just can't imagine it so soon. Having a convention, nobody should be considering going to a convention anytime soon. Just let that go. So yeah, that's that. Just a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, just tons of questions. Let me know in the comments below. Wherever area, part of the world you're in, are they starting to open things back up? Shops, businesses, whatever. Just let me know what your thoughts are and what's going on around you. What are you doing for comics? And so yeah, that's that. Just a lot of good stuff on. So thanks for watching. Also, and make sure you come back tomorrow. I got a special treat for you, a dope video, or a special video that I've been waiting to drop forever. And it's just, this week is just a perfect timing for it. So I'm dropping it tomorrow. So come back tomorrow, check that out. So yeah, thanks for watching. GENOTHADRAGON. Peace out.